Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday again, and we're going to have a beautiful life walk in the most beautiful city in the world, Prague. I'm Sylvie tour guide, and today I've planned to make a stroll through the old town of Prague because uh, I at least hope so, because last week I realized that Google lied to me, and the Easter market I wanted to visit was closed. But the Easter market on the Old Town Square still should be open, even if Easter is over. So let's have a stroll to the Old Town Square first, and as always. Uh, let's be interactive. You can write me comments, you can ask me questions. Right, Sylvie, go left, right, zoom in, and I'll try to fulfill your wish. And hope we have a lot of fun. So I'm standing here. This is the translated the National Street, and here it's the famous Spitfire butterflies from the uh, from one of the most famous contemporary artists here. Hi, and this artwork is uh, really a an important symbol because David Czerny is a very controversial artist, and he never does things just to create something that is only beautiful. There is always some statement behind his artworks, and these Spitfires are a memory of Czechoslovak pilots who were uh, flying for the RAF during the Second World War. Hello, nice to have you here. And they, because during the Second World War, Czechoslovak people were not allowed to have an own army, and that's why a lot of them left secretly to Great Britain, and then they worked for the Royal Air Force. And these butterflies are made of real bodies of these Spitfire aircraft. Uh, Even the colors are original like that. It's not painted in some modern design. And uh, once in an hour, I think they can even uh, move uh, their wings. And at night, the wings are glowing. Well, they are glowing now as well, but when it's sorry, when it's light like that, you can't see it. So now my gimbal gave up. I don't know what's going on, so I will have to hold it. So let's go further. If we went behind this shopping mall. Hello, du kannst mich doch gar nicht sehen. uh, if we if we went behind this shopping mall, we could see another quite famous artwork of David Czerny, and this is the Kafka head. But we uh, won't go there today. Maybe another time. Today, as I told you in the very beginning of this live walk, my intention is to go to the Easter market on the old town square. So this street is the so-called National Street, as I told you before uh, in the translation, and it's on the former site of the defense walls and moats of the old town of Prague. So everything that is on the right side of me is the new town of Prague, and on the left side it's the old town of Prague. In front of me there is the lower end of the Venceslas Square, and we are going to go through this passageway. And so imagine we pass the medieval entrance to the old town of Prague. This is the uh, Saint Martin Church. It's also called Saint Martin in the Wall because this church really was before the wall of the old town of Prague was destroyed. Uh, was this church a part of this wall? It was also a part um, of an old settlement, and in the 13th century, when the walls of the old town of Prague were built, um, this settlement was just split in two parts. One part of the people just were left outside of the new city, and ja, die ist wirklich wunderschön. um, so, and this church is actually now it looks like a Gothic church, but it has Romanesque foundations. Unfortunately, you can rarely go in. Here is some description of that. You can see normally you can go inside only on Sunday, and they organized uh, holy masses every Sunday at 10:30 in German. Inside the church is rather simple, not many uh, paintings or sculptures and things like that. It was actually in the beginning of the Hussite movement, one of the main churches of the Hussites, and uh, they were rather, I would not say orthodox, but they they wanted to have the church simpler and without too much decorations. That's why some of them also destroyed the pictures and sculptures and so on. So that's Saint Martin. Uh, you can see he rides a white horse. That's why also here in Czechia they have a quote where they say Saint Martin arrives on a white horse, which means on the 11th of uh, March, sorry, of November, uh, normally snow comes. So here, that's that's the sculpture of the smirking boy, but due to that my gimbal doesn't work, I don't know what's is it ill or what? I have no idea. Last week it it didn't work. I loaded it completely the day before yesterday. I charged and now it just gave up. So sorry for the picture that is now a little bit unstable. I hope also that you can hear me well. So here you can see one of the first apartment buildings in Prague, maybe even the very first one. Let's go inside. This is a decoration of the door. And you can see there are some really old elements. And when we go across this courtyard, which is really huge, we come outside again on the so-called National Street. Look, there's some sleeping lady. There is an art gallery with beautiful pictures inside. Outside of the door of the exit, there is something interesting. It's a little fun fact. You will see I have shown you this already once, but it's a long time ago, and I suppose not all of you could see that. So here, this little owl, that's the very first traffic sign of Prague, and I could explain you the reason for that. Uh, Formerly, when the drivers of the carriages wanted to bring to go inside with their horses and carriages, um, and this owl stood on their feet. It meant it's free. They are allowed to drive in, But if not, if the owl was hanging with the head down, it meant um that it meant that the courtyard is full with carriages and they are not allowed to drive inside. So a really cute traffic sign, if you ask me. So now have a look. I mean, it's not really decorative here, but a cool, but a cool um, detour, I think. Ja, hallo, bist du wieder in Wiesbaden? Schön, dich hier zu sehen. Heute wirst du wahrscheinlich nichts Neues lernen, denn ich mag heute eher einen Frühlingswalk und hoffe, dass der Ostermarkt am Altstädter Platz noch offen hat. So let's let's go on in English. So this house, when we look on the sign, you could read here the name of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He used to stay here during his stay in Prague in 1787, and I know a little funny history about that. He uh, he was in charge of the Don Giovanni opera, yes, and in the house where we visited before, this one in uh, in this room, there was the Italian guy who wrote uh, the 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 text for the opera, the lyrics, right? And they have had already a little stress with the date because the date of the premiere of the opera came closer. So Mozart once, after a legend, woke up and threw some mandarin oranges into the windows of the Italian guy who wrote the lyrics to wake him up so they can go on with finishing the opera. And the premiere of the opera took place not far away from here. It's yeah, in this green building. This is the Estate Theater in 1787, the only theater in Prague, and it was on the 29th of October 1787, and as you can imagine, it was a huge success. And Mozart really loved to go to Prague because uh, if someone of you saw the Amadeus movie, you know that he had a kind of fight in Vienna against another composer, and his works they didn't want uh, to play them. Maybe he was too modern, but then uh, there is another history that once he arrived in Prague and immediately behind the first gate of Prague, he heard some little boy whistling the melody of the Figaro, which didn't have a huge success in Vienna, but in Prague the people just loved it. So he should have said, "My Prague people understand me," which is really cool. So I think he liked us. Ja, das in dem Videoclip von dem Amadeus-Lied, da sind Szenen aus dem Amadeus-Film, ja, das stimmt. So this beautiful building, that's the Old Town Market Hall, but it doesn't operate as a market hall anymore. Now here in the left part there is a high school, an English Czech high school of Amazon. Okay, and here in the central part there is wait, I have to cross the street. There is signal space. A lot of you maybe know the Signal Festival in Prague, where they light up the historical buildings with laser, and now they have a permanent exhibition here in this building. And I'm very sorry that I just can't uh, get in touch with them. They uh, have they are probably very busy. I've tried to uh, make a call up with them to show to my audience a kind of a teaser, uh, but I didn't even get a reply. So you can't see it. Genau. Du kennst dich aus? Milos Forman hat für den Amadeus-Film, ich glaube, 7 Oscars bekommen. Oder der Film hat 7 Oscars bekommen und einen davon eben der Milos Forman für die Regie. Einen zweiten der Theodor Bištěk für die Kostüme. Das ist der die Uniformen für die Prager Burgwache entworfen hat. Aber das habe ich schon so oft erklärt. Aber vielleicht haben das nicht alle gehört. So, look at this. This is the lower side. There is a Easter market as well. So when we are here, not this far away from there. Let's have a look at it. So there is a nice souvenir shop with local artist goods. Some of them are really great. I think this is not the typical junk. Some marionettes. Dankeschön, Christine. Freut mich. With some uh, educational pictures. They are aware of that the Czech language is not always easy for everyone. Oh my god. Let's wait till they pass. Okay. I hope that nothing serious happened. Otherwise, when they, that's the second car already, when they drive here through the pedestrian zone, seems to be serious. So there on the upper side, there is the beautiful roof of the National Museum to see. This is so nice how they renovated the National Museum. Das habe ich nicht mal gewusst, dass Czeslaw der Geburtsort ist von ihm. So you will realize that the Easter market is not very different from the Christmas market. The, the blacksmith stand looks the same, just the blacksmith has shorts on. I can show you some pretty little swords they are selling here.
Kdo by býval řekl do chemický inženýrky, že byla taková hezká holka, co?
Ale chemická inženýrka ještě
A ještě nejseš, no,
So-
tak
some
za
cool-
chvíli, no.
Cool dragons,
No, jako ne,
to se nezdá, to se nezdá. Na to už je ten Prah, tady je třeba spůlky holky a všechny jsou pěkné.
coins, and even some rolling dice.
Takže já chodím na biotechnologii a biochemii a mám jenom aby my tam máme tak jednoho turistu.
An interesting sign here. I could take a screenshot of this. Have a look what other goods they have. So in here, grilled cheese with a not blackberry, blueberry marmalade. This is for sure yummy. Ja, ich verstehe es auch. Ich verstehe es auch. Aber heutzutage jeder will sparen, gell? So some cute bunnies and these beautiful eggs. But I have to tell, formerly they had just white eggs with white um, decorations on it, and it was some it it was so pure somehow. Look like this one. This would be my favorite one. Yeah, and here they have even some kind of onion pattern. Beautiful eggs. I like them. So they here they have some owls made of wood and sticks. It's nice. Also some Christmas decorations, right? I mean, next Christmas will come, so you'd be prepared. Ja, hallo. Ach so, wir haben jetzt einen Platz, der nach ihm benannt ist. Der ist am Ende von der Straße. So here you can have a green Easter beer and some pretzels. They look yummy. Ja, gefällt's dir? Die Atmosphäre hier ist natürlich wunderschön. Here you can see that the green beer is not so green as on the picture. But I think it's yeah. Wait when I come to the Old Town Square, you will even like it more. Of course, Wenceslas Square is cool, but Old Town Square is of course much nicer. Warte, bis wir zum Altstädter Platz kommen. Das wird dir noch mehr gefallen, weil die Kulisse dort am Altstädter Platz ist natürlich noch viel, viel schöner. So, and again, guys, when there's something you would uh, like to look at, maybe closer, write me in the comments. And I'm going to show you. Maybe sometimes it takes a long time till I realize that someone wrote me. It's also not so easy for me. I have to watch my steps. So these stands are really pretty. So, and on the upper side of the Wenceslas Square, there still is the reconstruction running. They built the tramway tracks there. Let's have a look how it looks like on the other side. Then, then we could just stroll to the old town square. And I have interesting news. Last week I've realized that the interactive Mozart museum on the lesser town stopped operating, but it was just because they built a new exhibition on the old town square. Ja, das stimmt. Die bauen das dort jetzt. Ich meine, die Straßenbahn wird von oben nach unten fahren. Quer drüber fährt sie ja bereits. Und jetzt wird das von oben bis in die Mitte fahren. Und das war schon mal in den 80er Jahren, haben sie dann die Gleise abgebaut und jetzt machen sie das wieder. Sie wollen damit erzielen, dass die Leute nicht nur die U-Bahn nehmen müssen, wenn sie zum Beispiel vom Hauptbahnhof zum Wenzelsplatz fahren. Das ist der Grund oder einer der Gründe. So Bertel wrote that he heard that the Wenceslas Square should be connected to the tramway tracks, and it's true. The point is that there is already a tramway connection existing, but in the middle, and just like across of the Wenceslas Square. And now later, the tracks should connect the upper part of the Wenceslas Square, where the National Museum is, with the middle part to the already existing tracks. And the reason is, or one of the main reasons, let's say it like that, that the people have the possibility to use also tramways and not only the subway coming from the main station. So look, these jewels are placed in rice. That's quite interesting. There, here you could buy some wafers or fresh fruits in a cup. Well, this one you will know from, for example, I know it from Oktoberfest. They sell it there. So here there is a little cute Easter egg where, for example, children could sit inside, and again grilled cheese, hot wine, potato chips. So nothing new. Green beer again. So everything we saw already. So let's move forward. There are a lot of there is the Prague ham, which is actually really good. But you have to be careful not to get too big portions. Otherwise, you could not taste other delicious things here. Here you could buy some wooden products. There you can see what you can produce with these. Such beautiful cookies. Once you have this wooden tool, all possible patterns that you can imagine. Great, I like such crafts. Ja, das sind sie. Das sind sie auf jeden Fall. Wenn du dann noch zu Hause damit was bäckst, dann denkst du jedes Mal, was habe ich in Prag gekauft? So Christina writes, there are beautiful souvenirs. I hope it was according to the wooden tool for decorating cookies. And aha, Mozart googeln, das siehst du, die habe ich gar nicht gesehen. And I thought she wanted to buy such a tool to bake some cookies, and every time when she's at home, she could just think, wow, nice, this is what I bought in Prague. This cafe on my left side is actually new because just a few weeks ago I can remember that I was wondering about a grinning face above the door. So this is also a super beautiful building of the Czech bank, Czech Sparkasse, and there is an interesting history about this building. Listen, there we have Dienstag Square, and this direction there is the Old Town Square, right? And in the middle of the 19th century, the officials of the city of Prague um, they they got an idea to build a kind of a huge boulevard connecting the Wenceslas Square with the Old Town Square, and further to the river, and even on the other side of the river, they wanted to uh, uh, destroy the hill and uh, go on with the with uh, with the boulevard, and it would have meant that, for example, the Old Town City Hall would have been destroyed because it would stand uh, completely in the middle of this future boulevard, and this building of the Czech Sparkasse, of the Czech bank, was right new, and they were really against it, and uh, so they said, you won't destroy our new building. And so also the city hall still is standing, for which we are really grateful. So, and this this street is probably one of the most touristy streets ever. Well, except for the the street leading from the Old Town Square to the Charles Bridge. But here, everybody moves towards the Old Town Square to see the astronomical clock, which is which is here. But look, let's let's have a stroll. We will take a detour, admire some ducks. Look at that duckule. Isn't that fruit? So we'll take a detour. There are many small passages where you can um, come to the Old Town Square finally. I'm really sorry once more for the uh, unstable picture, but my gimbal is broken. But look, there are some interesting details to admire. I hope that maybe just the cable of the charger was broken and not my gimbal. And here, look at this. There is the Bavarian kind of an embassy or something like this. I'm laughing because I found it really interesting. They have it's not German embassy, but an own Bavarian embassy. Okay, some photo shooting. Let's wait a little bit. So, and you know for sure this passageway already. This house is called the Richter house. The There you have you could go to some restaurant, and here is a interesting inner court. And in winter, when it's before Christmas, they have beautiful decorations here. This house was, in the end of the 19th century, the first central place where there was a phone central. You know it from the old movies that where the ladies sat and connected the lines manually with the cables from one hole to the other. This is a gallery of an extraordinary artist. I will show you. She she's making fantasy pictures. My daughter really loved it when she was small because there are so many details in her paintings. Look at this, for example. I think this is the artist herself sitting on a tree with a cup with pencils, with color pencils, and look, she is making all of these paintings just with color pencils, which is pretty impressive. Can you imagine to make such a huge picture just with color pencil? She has really to love her art. So, and here we exit on the so-called little square. It's just on the corner from the old town square. Here we are already, and it's 4:50. No, 3:54. Sorry, which means in 6 minutes the astronomical clock is going to operate. Would you like me to show you the astronomical clock? Should we should we watch the apostles marching? This is again the facade of the Richter house. So, guys, if you want me to show you the astronomical clock, tell me, and then I will make a slow stroll around here to not wait there with you for 5 minutes. It could be uh, boring. We could have a closer look at this facade. This Roth was a businessman in this house. You had the possibility until 1996 to buy hardware here. Now there's the Hard Rock Cafe, and before they sold everything from a little needle to big machines. You can see also on the pictures there are craftsmen depicted. There's a farmer. There's a lady uh, cooking something. It looks like a something to make minced meat. Okay. Ja, die Fassade ist der Hammer. Schön, dass ihr da seid. Freut mich. That's uh, that's my favorite channel. I'm always watching for their new funny videos and have to always laugh when they come with something new. And happy birthday, okay? So in this building there is the world's biggest artificial guitar placed. There is an atrium inside, and from the ceiling there is a guitar hanging made of Czech jewels, Czech crystal glass, like Swarovski, but it's not from Swarovski. And it's made of 9,444 crystals. So uh, one day I'm going to sit inside there in the beginning of my life walk and start it there. So you can have a look at this guitar because it's pretty impressive. So there is a another beautiful passageway. So and here we are. The Easter market still is here, so I'm really happy. Let's see if we discover something interesting what we still have not seen on the Wenceslas Square, but the atmosphere counts as well, right? So they have pretty decorations here. By the way, this is the place where many beautiful Instagram posts are taken from the terrace of the hotel Uprince. So this is my beloved house at the minute, and here it's already the part of the autumn hall. So the apostles are marching already, so we won't see them anymore. Maybe for a short time period.
Yes, please, Phoebe. See the little people in the window.
So the skeleton was ringing.
There you go, that's it. As I say, it's like
People are amazed.
it wasn't worth staying outside.
Yes.
The tower is also quite crowded, I see. So let's move forward. So here you could buy a spider. I'm I'm really surprised that they still are selling these spiders here. I don't know. I can't imagine to buy one in a city like that, but obviously they have enough clients. So you can see pretty crowded, but still beautiful. And you are lucky. You don't have to push through the crowds. You can just enjoy the pictures. And if you'd like to ask me some questions, don't hesitate. Just ask.
So mit dem Schirm da drüben.
Ja, es ist sehr schön. Es ist ein bisschen windig, aber es ist ansonsten viel schöner und viel wärmer, als sie es angekündigt haben. Worüber ich nicht froh bin, weil ich einen warmen Mantel angezogen habe in der Früh. In der Früh hat es nämlich noch einen Reif gegeben und jetzt schwitze ich. So Ella writes that she likes blue sky, which is in Germany today as well. But I said I'm really amazed by the nice weather. But in the morning, it was uh, quite frosty when I left home. And so I took a warm coat. And now I'm quite sweating. It's not so good. So you could even buy some huge eggs here. Just look at this. So now some cute Easter toys. Tourismus to go, yeah. Tourismus to go. Jetzt immer nach Ostern werden die Touristen mehr. Das ist normal, da gebe ich dir recht. So, Christine writes that if it is normal that we have so many tourists, and I said, yeah, always after Easter, uh, the tourists become more and more. There's there are some nice jewels. Here you could buy some pastries, gingerbread roll with jam and walnuts, and some eggs again with Swarovski crystals. It's beautiful. And there are some bunnies on it. So here, drinks.
What you got?
Here you could buy some funny signs, a mile metal signs with Prague.
I think I found a way I can practice. Love art against. Oh yeah.
Honey wine, and wafers. So nothing new, everything we know already. But look at these beautiful, not Christmas trees, but Easter trees. And these ribbons have a kind of a sense for Czech people, because on Easter Monday here the boys uh, stroll through the cities or villages from one house to the others and singing Easter carols. They carry uh, um, ha. Now I have no idea how to describe it. Just a piece of stick, uh, and they uh, during singing of the Easter carols, they they hit just very slightly the ladies. It should keep them healthy and young. And for from every girl or lady, they get uh, on their sticks a ribbon. That's why these trees are decorated with the ribbons here. Uh, Christine schreibt, gibt es eine Taxe, um die Stadt zu besuchen? Äh, nein. Also hier muss man keinen Eintritt zahlen. Es bleibt auch hoffentlich noch so. Falls du sowas gelesen hast, es gab einen Instagram-Post am 1. Wow, danke. äh, am 1. April gab es einen Post, dass man am Fluss Kai Eintritt zahlen wird müssen, aber das war am 1. April und deshalb war das natürlich ein Scherz, weil die Leute dann schon sich voll aufgeregt haben. Manche waren richtig so ruppig, haben geschrieben, die sollen sich doch den Bauernmarkt wohin stecken, weil dort findet jeden Samstag ein Bauernmarkt statt. So. Turecki schreibt, hoffentlich wurdest du an Ostern nicht von einem Stock getroffen. Nein. Meine Frau hasst diese Tradition als Tschechin. Nein, weil ich zu Ostern in Österreich war und die halten diese Tradition nicht. Gott sei Dank. Äh, aber immer wieder gerne. So, und jetzt, let's have a look what the other stands are offering. Some pretty uh, ceramic decorations and cups and plates. Here's some Prague artworks, beer. I'm surprised they don't have the green beer here because last week I saw it. They have it. Probably it's already sold out, and it's interesting that uh, they were really 40 crowns more expensive than the same beer on the Peace Square. So there is another blacksmith stand. Let's have a look because they have some pretty angels here on sale. And you could also buy some leather shoes, but they are really cute, so small. I like it. Maybe some roses or some knight's gloves. Sprich mal German, guck, was passiert. Ja, weißt du, ich tue das ja immer ankündigen, dass ich wechsle das ja immer ab. Eine Woche auf Englisch und eine Woche auf Deutsch. Und da tue ich es dann immer ankündigen. Und möchte jetzt nicht, dass jemand, der nur Englisch kann, dann enttäuscht ist, dass ich Deutsch spreche. Ist Englisch für dich ein Problem? Christina wrote me that I should continue in German and look what happens because and I told that my life walks are always 1 week in German and 1 week in English, and I always announce the language that is going to be, and I don't know if people wouldn't be disappointed when they think the life walk is going to be in German and or in English and then it's in German. So ich sag's dir jetzt mal so, wie es ist. Mal schauen, wie meine Kapazitäten es mir erlauben. Aber ich habe einen Account bei Patreon eingerichtet und da möchte ich nur bezahlte Mitgliedschaften machen und halt so auch ein bisschen hinter die Kulissen gucken und hoffen, dass die Leute ein bisschen interaktiver sind und mehr, wie soll ich sagen, mehr interaktiv, mehr kann man natürlich sagen. So, aber ich habe momentan so viel zu tun, dass ich jetzt warten muss, bis ich mir wieder Kapazitäten frei mache, dass ich da auch wirklich was bieten kann. Ja, ich fang ja eigentlich, ich mache das jetzt schon seit einem Jahr hier auf YouTube, aber eigentlich habe ich bei so vielen Sachen keine Ahnung. Ich weiß zum Beispiel nicht, wenn ich jetzt auf Deutsch spreche und jemand, der nicht Deutsch spricht, aber englische Untertitel eingeschalten hat, ob er es dann versteht, ob er es dann auf Englisch lesen kann. Keine Ahnung. Ich bräuchte jemanden, der es für mich ausprobiert und mir sagt, ja, so funktioniert das, weil da gibt es noch tausende solcher Fragen und ja, und so. Aber danke, dass du es verstehst. So we chatted with Christina a little bit about how it is that I started on YouTube here 1 year ago, and there are really so many questions that I still don't know. As you might know, sometimes just tech fails happen to me, and I, for example, have no idea if when I broadcast in German and someone uh, has subtitles on, if everybody can read it in English afterwards. So I hope it's okay like this, and you just enjoy the beautiful atmosphere here. You can hear in the background children have a concert here. It's a Easter concert, and they are really cute. It's not recorded too long because otherwise some parents could think, well, you know what I mean. But I could also be a mother of one of them, no? Okay, so there's only food here. And also no green beer. I'm really surprised that they don't have it. So there is a pretty little egg here. Well, that's a cute song about Easter animals. So there is this viewing platform. Let's go there for a short while. Ah, ja, ich weiß jetzt nicht, was die denn meint. Mir wäre das natürlich auch viel lieber, wenn ich nur auf Deutsch streamen könnte. Aber das englischsprachige Publikum ist halt viel größer, nicht? Genau, das hier sind die Routen, die man macht für die Buben aus diesem Material. Oft gehen hier die Männer selber irgendwo zum Wasser, schneiden sich selbst ein paar Trauerweidenzweige ab, die jetzt noch schön jung und biegsam sind. Und dann sie sich so zusammenflechten. Dann gehen sie eben damit von Haus zu Haus. Ja, du wirst lachen. Ich habe das schon so oft gemacht, aber sehr wenig Leute sind interaktiv. Ich würde es lieben, wenn Leute so interagieren würden mit mir, so wie du es jetzt tust. Ich habe gehofft, dass Menschen froh sind, wenn sie selber so einen Live-Walk mitgestalten können. Aber die meisten wollen einfach nur ruhig da sitzen und zusehen. So, jetzt gehen wir wieder runter. Let's go downstairs and I'm going to have a stroll towards the Powdergate Tower, and that's where we finish our Old Town walk. And gutes Deutsch, Respekt. Vielen Dank, freut mich. Ja, das wäre ja eine Schande, wenn ich nach 30 Jahren mit einem Steirer nicht Deutsch könnte, oder? So, I really like to look at the facades of the houses because they are so picturesque. This is a house at the Unicorn, but some people say it's just a sheep with one horn. This used to be once a pharmacy here. This is one of the oldest Renaissance style portals with pretty decorations, and look, there are cute faces on it, and somewhere there here you could even discover a little pig. Yeah, here I hope you can see it. that was always um, a task from our tourist guide professor. Search the pig. Schlauchsteuerungen. Ach, Christine, ich glaube, ich stehe auf dem Schlauch. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was du damit meinst. So a lot of these buildings here in the old town of Prague still have Romanesque foundations. Of course, most of the houses have been renovated during the centuries and uh, rebuilt and connected. Formerly, the medieval houses were rather narrow, so that what you can see here, for example, might be on the floor of two or three former houses. The houses were narrow and very long. So, and you see, this is a Baroque style facade. Deine Heimat Steiermark. Ja, meine Heimat ist jetzt Prag. So, gut, ich probier's. Kannst ruhig sagen, wenn du irgendwas siehst, was dir gefällt, dass wir da heranzoomen. Da ist ein wunderschönes Wappen über dem Tor. Das Haus gehört der Karls-Universität. Das tun auch übrigens diese Häuser auf der linken Seite. Weil auf der anderen Seite von diesem Häuserblock befindet sich nämlich die ursprüngliche Karls-Universität, die 1348 durch meinen Lieblingskaiser Karl IV. Gegründet wurde. Das ist in Prag. Ich bin in Prag. So, ich hoffe, es hat euch heute gefallen bei diesem Kaiserwetter durch die Stadt zu spazieren. Dadurch, dass mein Gymball den Geist aufgegeben hat, muss ich das Handy ziemlich nahe am Körper tragen und deswegen sehe ich manchmal nicht, was ihr da schreibt. Also, äh, ich entschuldige mich, da haben wir eine wahre Berühmtheit. Der hat hier gelebt und ist hier gestorben. Der Bernhard Bolzano war ein bedeutender Mathematiker und Philosoph Ende 18. bis Mitte 19. Jahrhundert. So, das ist das kubistische Haus bei der Schwarzen Madonna. Eine richtige Berühmtheit. Danke, Christine, dass du so lange dabei warst und nächsten Dienstag um 15 Uhr ein angekündigter deutschsprachiger Live-Walk. Da muss ich kein schlechtes Gewissen haben, dass ich Deutsch rede. Nein, nicht Italien, Tschechien. Und Christine, falls du mich noch nicht abonniert hast, dann bitte ich darum, dass du keinen meiner Posts verpasst. Jeder Traffic auf meinem Kanal ist mir ein Vergnügen. Okay, tschüss, schönen Tag noch. Ich mache jetzt Schluss. Denn wenn ich da jetzt durchgehe, durch dieses Tor, bin ich nicht mehr in der Altstadt von Prag. Und das war mein geplantes Ende von der Tour. Ich wünsche dir einen schönen Tag. So guys, I'm leaving the old town of Prague now. I hope you have enjoyed the Easter tour today, and that it was also nice for you to experience which goods we sell here on the Easter markets, and marvel at the beautiful spring atmosphere here in Prague. And hi, and hope to see you again next week on Tuesday, a German guided live walk again. And on the weekend, stay tuned and watch out for my live chat premiere. Then we can chat there and speak a little bit about what you could see here. So have a nice day. Bye.